Hi, my friends. I'm gonna speak about worshiping our God, and there is it's a lot of things to be said about worship, but right now I'm gonna just barely touch on a couple of things, and this is um, not only, but it's some things that God wants us all to do, but not only this. It's just like I'm gonna just speak about this right now, and it's with intensity. We're to worship Him with intensity and with abandonment. And what does it mean with intensity? It means with our whole heart in one place, doing one thing at one time, and is worshiping Him, adoring Him, exalting Him. And abandonment, it's kind of the same. It's just forgetting everything around, forgetting all but Him, thinking about only God. And let's go, please, to Psalm 86:12. And I'm gonna read from the ISB version. It says, "I will praise you, Lord my God, with my whole being, and I will honor your name continuously." The, there is two things in here, but the continuously part it's very important for him also at this time, and it's continuous. It's abiding 24 hours a day. But right now in this video, I'm talking mostly. I'm gonna talk about the with my whole being, which is how he wants us to come to him and worship him with our whole being. Is you come, you bring your heart to him, and forget about everything and anything and all around, abandoning yourself into him, thinking and worshiping only him. And we can see in 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 14. It says how David how David praised and worshiped God. He was dancing in front of the Lord with all of his strength. That means that with all of his heart, he was just into worshiping him. And we can see a little farther in verse 16 that the expression of that with all his heart at that time was jumping and dancing. And that is the expression of his whole heart to God at that time. That doesn't mean, and there will be many manifestations. Sometimes it may be silent, sometimes it may be quiet, sometimes it may be just movement, and many other things in which our worship will manifest to our God at that time. But then the key or the importance in here is with our whole heart, that we worship him, that we come to worship him with our whole heart into him at that time, and abandoning ourselves, like forgetting about everything else at that time, just worshiping him. And so God bless you, and I love you. God bless.